How are you, everyone? Here is Frederick. Say your name.
Fanny.
Fanny, she's my wife.
Lucy.
Lucy, she's my last born sister. And we are here to talk about dry fast. But the main thing that we want to handle today is the importance of fasting in series. As in, you fast, relax, then do another fast. We started to fast together on 21st of this, was it 20th? 20th of Friday this month. And we were fasting, the three of us, children excluded. Our photographer is a child, is excluded in the fast. And he's a videographer, sorry. And this one took us differently because everybody was fasting. We had our own targets. So mine was interrupted for one or two reasons. We didn't go for a full 24 hours. And Lucy, how many did you reached from 20th? You stopped fasting at what time? 23rd. So counting, that must have been more than 48 hours because that to 20th, lunchtime was the last time we took lunch. Then 21st, 22nd and 23rd. At what time were you breaking the fast? Early in the morning or lunchtime? Lunchtime, those were now 3 days. So you went 3 days. 3 days, that's about 72 hours. But Fanny continued. Me, I had stopped at about 19 hours or something, so thereabout. But for her, she continued. Lucy stopped at 72 hours. But she continued for how long?
I stopped on 26th, the 6th day of my fasting.
Yeah, so she went from 20th, the last time she took a meal, but it was on Friday 20th, because I'm monitoring, we are here together, and she stopped at 26th, and that must have been, I've calculated that that is 135 hours that she was in fast. What was the greatest challenge that you had during this time of the fast?
Actually, my plan was to hit the 7th day, but being that it is not so easy because I didn't prepare well before I started the fast. I braked on the 6th.
You broke the 6th day.
The 6th day. The greatest challenge was
may I remember sleeping times?
Sleeping,
it was not easy.
Yeah, sleeping was not
the
easy.
Second last nights.
Yeah. Then the most challenge is I don't know, the saliva
becomes dry.
It becomes dry, sticky, and the 5th and 6th day, when I'm trying to spit out the saliva, it had a mixture of the saliva and the blood.
Meaning sputum. The sputum had a mixture. That means that could be an infection that was coming out. That's exactly the meaning of that. She also talked about earlier about a problem that she was feeling pains in the lower back during the fast. That could also be a sign of a problem that was now being reversed. And there's something more that she was fasting for. I think now you should tell the world what has happened so that they can relax. There was a lump that had grown on her left breast.
There's a lump that usually comes sometimes. It becomes bigger and painful. That sometimes I get worried. I don't know what it is because I've never gone to the hospital. But during
fasting, it disappeared.
It disappears.
So during this one, is it gone?
Yeah.
Have you confirmed that it's not there?
It went the 4th day. The 4th day of the fast.
And most of these lumps are the ones that later develop into cancer or tumor, or things like tumors which causes cancer. So you realize that dry fast has that solution. Anything, and I think this one should be clear, anything that contains water, tumor in the body, anything that is swollen in your body, any part of your body, whether it be cysts, the ovarian cyst, whatever name, whatever it is, it disappears with the dry fast. But that dry fast has to be a little extensive. taking 24 hours and then you expect things to disappear will not be really genuine. That would be like you are not really truthful. It needs a little excessive fast. I should take series, and that's why we want to talk about the side of my sister here. So you stop fasting on 23rd.
Yes.
You have relaxed. Today is which date now? 28th, and you are in day 2 of your fast, right? Yeah. So if you check, you realize that there's a resting period there between 24th, 25th, and 26th. Even 27th she was in a rest. 4 days, eh? Yeah. Normally, when you are in a for reasons for fasting are a little different. She is not fasting for healing issues. It's more spiritual, or maybe you have a healing issue. I don't know. It's just a spiritual issue. But now, for healing issue, the resting period should not exceed for 3 days. That means 72 hours. When you are supposed to do fastings in phases, and the phases should be a maximum of 3 if you are going prolonged fasts. So the resting period, the rehydration period, the time that you are taking uses of water, and you are relaxing to go for the next type of fast, the next stage of fasting, it should be 48 or 78 hours, 72 hours. Between that time, that's enough. Then you come back to the fast, and it should be that. Let me ask Lucy, maybe she can give me a secret that I don't know. What is your plan with this second phase of the fast? Do you want to push it more days, or do you want to stop it at the exact time you stop the other one?
Since this is my second time fasting, so I just want to stop it at the time I stop
The other one.
the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's making sense anyway, because of the reasons are different. But if you are doing for health reason, it is important that let's say if you fasted the first time 3 days, this second time, the second phase, after the rest of 72 hours maximum, you should take it to maybe 5 days or 7 days. Then again take another rest for 72 hours or 48 hours. Maximum, you have said 72 hours, the maximum, that's 2 days, 3 days. Then push it to the maximum. You have said the maximum time you can drive fast safely is 11 days. The bracket of 11 and 12. 12 is too extreme. Just maximum 11 days. Then you stop. That will be safe. You don't want to go beyond that. What do you want to tell the world about dry fast? Is it something that is worth doing, or what do you think?
Before that, there is an experience that I underwent during fast. By the time I was fasting, you feel that you lose appetite, especially in solid food.
You just don't want to.
Sometimes you desire only liquids only. Yeah.
And when you break the fast, I realized that there was also something that you are feeling. It's like you said that for you, this last time, you felt like you needed salt.
And too much salt, yeah.
It should not be too much anyway, but your system was telling you needed some
needed
salt. Then there were some foods that you are feeling you don't want to eat.
Yeah.
Like this one I don't want, this one
like not that I
you
don't want, but I don't have
the
an
desire for the
yeah.
appetite.
Yeah. Mostly solid foods.
You just wanted to take liquids. It also means the body is very intelligent. The body will tell you what it needs and what it does not need. So it will reject what is not needed. And you see, most of the time we stuff ourselves with a lot of what? Unimportant things that our body doesn't need. Lastly, what do you want to say maybe to the world before we conclude?
Okay, what I can say about fasting, dry fast.
Yes.
First of all, it is good because you grow spiritually. According to me, that is how I take it. The first time, that was my first time to fast, but at least I've seen spiritually I've changed. Yes, positive change. Another thing is good because of your health. Yeah. So if you practice this one several times, it will help you. Yes.
And generally speaking, because we are Christians and we are faith-filled people, during the fasts, especially during the dry fast, on the spiritual side, you become very confident, your faith becomes very strong, and you feel very close to God in a way that you are like, why have I not been doing this? Why have I not been doing this for all this time? Why have I been wasting? You feel as if you have wasted time when you are not fasting those days, that you regret for the times that you have fast. And apart from that, you are fully in power. The presence of God is around you. No oppression of darkness. You don't forget about demons. You don't even know that such like things happens. Again, there's something that we always talk about, clarity of the mind. You become very sharp in the mind, but apart from that, spiritually, you find that you have peace of mind. The worries are gone, fears gone. You're just like a child.
Then you become, you have a full of spirit of humility.
You become humble. You become very humble.
Everything becomes meaningless to you in this world.
The chaos of the world becomes now meaningless.
Yeah.
I don't worry about many things. Another thing that has happened, people change faces. Lucy was not looking the way she's looking before she fasted this phase 1. Fanny's face has totally changed. I don't know about mine because I can't see my own face. But then you see that too many things happen in you that are positive. Yes. And the sweet news, the good news is, immediately you start to recover. The body just regains very fast. Like the case of the person who has prolonged her fast. She was looking very weak, but now after just 2 days, this is the second day after the fast. After you started to eat, the body just regains very fast. You become very well, very energetic, and everything has just become normal.
Everything
shortly.
you eat is consumed fast.
The body takes it very fast. The digestion becomes almost perfect. Digestion, there's nothing like, I don't know what and what. And that means we should also talk about how to break the dry fast. You just don't break it like any other fast. How do you break the dry fast? Or how do you break when you stop the fasting that you took?
Okay, in my case, I did a very big mistake because I took solid food, which interrupted with my
digestive system. And you the first thing you took was, I thought it was some water.
Yes, it was
some water. Yeah, but between the time you took the warm water, because that was the last time you were breaking the last time you were fasting, then between the time you took the warm water and the time you took the solid, it was that kind of very short.
Yes,
very close.
1 hour.
1 hour. That's now a mistake she's going to correct. Because I talked to her, she knows. Thank you. What about you?
Okay, me, I took warm water, almost 3 glasses, 2.5 or 3 glasses, and I rested for some times. After that, I took a cup of porridge. Yeah, but the day I started eating, I started with liquid foods only and vegetable. I didn't take the liquid only.
So that is the secret. Safety is very key. I think this should be like a warning to everyone. When you are breaking the fast, please be very careful of what you want to consume. I want to make a joke because Lucy was telling me, I'm feeling my stomach is empty. I just want something that can fill it. But I think, and then she later realizes that this thing is not really. Actually, we're talking about it's what? Ugali. Ugali is in English. Just, I don't know. It's just this flour that we prepare like this, and we use a lot of energy to prepare it. I don't know how to say it.
Ugali.
Do we have another ugali somewhere we can show it? Shelby. We want to show you ugali. Let us bring ugali. Ugali, if it is there. So no, to show you that this is a strong solid food. You don't need to take it when you break the fast. Okay.
Ugali we are talking about.
Yes, you you can't break a fast with this one. After you have just stopped fasting, you're supposed to take what? Water. Not this one. Bring me water, please. Just any cup of water. Not this one. We need what? Water. Yeah. But this is just for us in Kenya.
How many glasses?
In this nation, is it Kenya only or African nations? We know this one. Some West, I don't know in the West if people know this one. But this one is for us here. So if you are in Africa, don't break dry fast with this one. We have agreed. Instead, use water. This is water, but this water should be warm. The good reason for the warm water, not hot, please. It should be warm because of your lining in the stomach, in the intestines. There are some fat.
Bye.
Amen.
Shalom.